माननीय सदस्य ऑनरेबल मेंबर Viriato Fernandes ji.
Thank you, Speaker, sir. I would like to thank my party leadership for giving an opportunity to speak on this very important bill. Sir, this Bill of Lading 2024 was introduced on August 9, 2024. It seeks to replace the Indian Bills of Lading Act 1856. Now, the Act provides a legal framework for issuance of bills of lading. A bill of lading refers to a document issued by a freight carrier to a shipper. It contains details such as the type, quantity, condition, and destination of goods being carried. Now, the Act states that a bill of lading is conclusive evidence of goods on board. It grants following persons all rights of suit and liabilities regarding the goods. A, the receiver as per the bill of lading. Second, any third party to whom the receiver may transfer the ownership of goods. Sir, when we are discussing the bill of lading, it is but necessary that we get into a discussion of shipping and shipping related matters, because the entire issue is related to shipping. In this context, I suggest the government should facilitate to modernize the shipbuilding industry in India, as we have huge potential to compete the shipbuilding industry in the world with the global industry of shipping. Now, when we speak of shipping, the name that pops up is the Shipping Corporation of India. A Shipping Corporation of India has played a huge role in contributing towards India's economy, and both during peacetime and during hostilities. But provisions in this bill makes one wonder what the real intention is by bringing this bill. Has the government involved all the stakeholders in formulating the bill? Or is it to dilute the stake of Shipping Corporation of India? At first glance, it seems that the bill is to carry forward the legacy of this government to hand over every aspect of our economy to their most favored businessmen. It's not a mere allegation, but because we know who it is. Now, there are certain factors that I would like to suggest to the government when the government is calculating the impact on the shipping industry by trying to bring this bill. Some of the related problems plaguing the shipping industry are container shortage, surge in freight rate and shipping cost, shipping delays at the ports, and turnarounds at the ports. Now, some of the major problems are at customs and immigration. Complex documentation, inaccurate or incomplete paperwork, goods misclassification, valuation issues, delays due to strict regulations, potential for corruption, lack of transparency in the process, and difficulties with classifying restricted or prohibited items, often leading to significant delays in import and export shipments. Key points about custom clearance issues in India at the ports are documentation challenges, missing or incorrect information on customs declaration, invoices, and other required documents that can cause delays. Incorrect classifying goods can lead to incorrect duty calculations and clearance issues. Valuation disputes. Disputes over the assessed value of imported goods can lead to delays and additional charges. Regulatory barriers. Complex system of import and export regulations, including restrictions on certain items, which can be difficult to navigate. Bureaucratic hurdles. The customs clearance process can be lengthy and involve multiple approvals, leading to delays. In some cases, custom officials may demand bribes to expedite the clearances of goods. So this bill of lading has to have provisions to ensure such practices are not allowed at the customs or at clearance places at the port. Lack of transparency. Importers may not have clear information on duty rates and other custom requirements, creating uncertainty. Technology issues. Glitches in the electronic customs clearance system can further hamper the process. Sir, recently, when we speak about shipping industry, the government has formed a 12-member panel to advise the government on the national shipbuilding mission. But sadly and surprisingly, why are the Indian shipbuilding designers not placed on the panel? Our shipbuilders have done tremendous progress and contributed in the shipbuilding industry in a big way. Some are involved in designs of corvettes, frigates, destroyers, passenger vessels, but none of them have been included in this particular panel. They are not only not included, but here we come to know that people who are nowhere connected with it are on the panel. I smell a rat because it looks like an entire exercise which may finally end up in breaking Shipping Corporation of India. And who will gain from that? But the most favored businessman friend of the government. Sir, while presenting the budget, the Honorable Finance Minister announced a 25,000 crore Maritime Development Fund, a revamped shipping building financial assistance policy to address cost disadvantages faced by Indian yards, a credit note scheme for shipbreaking in Indian yards to promote circular economy and infrastructure status to large ships above a specified size were also announced. Today, India holds less than 1% of the global shipbuilding market, but aims to break into top 10 ranking by 2030 and top 5 by 2047. Why not? We have to. But with such backward-looking provisions, are we going to break into the top 10? Sir, coming to my state of Goa, everybody knows we are situated on the west coast of the country. For centuries, there was sea trade that has occurred, taken place from foreign countries into Goa, and the shipping industry has prospered. The thrust of the government should be also to ensure that the shipping lines are exploited to the maximum so that it benefits not only the state but also the country in terms of economy. More trade, more business. Goa, unfortunately, was ruled for 450 years by a colonial power, again which came through the sea route. And as irony would be, today we are again become slaves of a trade which has come by sea, where the coal is being brought from Australia, and when it comes to the Mormugao Port Trust, which is now Mormugao Port Authority, again the coal has to go to other states like Maharashtra and Karnataka. So they are expanding tracks, they are expanding roads, and in the bargain, the beautiful state of Goa is getting destroyed. To the extent, a few days back, even the iconic, most revered temple of Lord Kapreshwar was demolished by authorities to facilitate this expansion. For what? And people who try to save the temple have been booked. Even yesterday, sir, for facilitating this coal trade, when they were trying to expand the railway tracks, even the sarpanch, a lady sarpanch, has been booked by the authorities. Even the local authorities have become agents of the central agency to suppress. So I request you, sir, this bill that has been introduced, let us use it for the benefit of all the states and the country, instead of using it for certain trade which is going to destroy certain places like the way my state of Goa is being destroyed. Thank you, sir.